Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, thanks for stopping by. I thought today I would do a video showing my August pages in my Hobonichi weeks. And I was going to tell you, I was going to talk about what happened on Hobonichi launch day. I'll save that for the end of the video in case, you know, you're not interested in my thoughts and you're just more interested in what's in the planner. So I'll save that to like the end of the video. But yeah, usually I do a monthly flip of my weeks and then also my A5 Han. But I decided last month I wanted to try to like split them up into two separate videos so they're not super long. And that's what I'm doing. So this is my cover. I have a clear cover on here. I really like this artwork, which is kind of, you know, the clear cover is protecting the book, but I really like this artwork on here, so that's why I haven't put it in like a leather cover this year, and I've really been enjoying using this. So my weeks is like my neat, organized planner, and yes, I usually film plan with me's, like weekly plan with me's, and those usually take place here. Sometimes I need, like when I'm in the week, I need something like clean and not cluttered and messy like my personal rings is. Nothing's changed here at all. I just have all this like extra stuff in here, my sad little attempt at collaging. None of this has changed. I don't use my yearly overview. Okay, so here is my little tracker here. So here is the deal. I need to go back in and write in. I had a couple of migraines this month. Let me do that real quick. Hold, please. So I only had two. What? That's amazing. The 17th and the 22nd. Okay, so the 17th. And I had to take a pill, and the 22nd. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you know, the beginning of the year up until probably like June, I was having horrific migraines on like an every other day basis. And it was very debilitating, and it was affecting me in a lot of negative areas in my life. And I think that we have finally gotten like a good medication regimen that is helping me kind of manage that a little bit better. So I'm thankful for that. So I do track on this page my headaches, migraines, and then I'm supposed to circle the M when I take a pill, like an actual migraine pill, and I haven't been doing that. And then in July, I changed the colors I was using for my workouts and my finishing a book. And then as I was filling the finishing a book part in, I realized I was in September. So it's kind of messed up, but whatever. So I've never like successfully filled this whole tracker page out, and that's my goal for this year. I also used these little Post-it tabs to mark off this page so that I'm more likely to flip to it more frequently throughout the month. And then I also have one for my monthly, and then I didn't move my one for my weekly. So let me do that here. I'm a mess, y'all. Always. Never fails. So this is my monthly view. This is not everything. So I have like a love-hate relationships. Or I have a love-hate relationship with monthlies, basically. And so I don't always reference the monthly, or I don't always use a monthly as a planner. I'm more of a weekly planner person. But I do try to put our schedule on my monthly just so I can kind of see like from a month's viewpoint, like what's been happening in life. So yeah, and just decorate it. These cute stickers are from Via Creations, and then the washi and these book stickers are from Pen, Paper, and Plans. Just thought it was a cute little theme. And I do use this, it's called Blue Black. It's a Uniball 1 in 0.38. I bought a multicolor pack off of Amazon a while ago, but I really like this color. And I like how thin the point is in the weeks. And then down here is where I'm tracking like sleep and then headaches and migraines. So I still do get my headaches pretty frequently, but I will take a headache over a migraine any day of the week. And then when we get to my weekly pages, I think I have a plan with me for every single week on my channel for the month of August. So I have a plan with me playlist if you guys wanted to check that out. So first week in August started on a Thursday. So this is kind of like how the week turned out. This was the first full week in August, and August is a busy month. It's back to school. It's birthday month. It's the start of all kids' activities, and it's kind of really getting back into our groove. So it was quite busy, to say the least. My gym schedule was kind of affected. My daughter tried out for softball and made the team. She's never played softball before. She's pretty awesome. She cheers, and she's in high school. And then my youngest daughter does like gymnastics and soccer. So we run and we're busy people. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Here was like kind of coming up towards the end of the month, and this is when things get really busy. I started trying to include like my kids' tests on here too, so that I would have that information. So like basic structure, if you're not familiar, is I take a pencil, I draw a line down the middle on the planning side, and then on the left hand column is where I write appointments, events, that type of thing. On the right hand side is to-dos. I usually draw in these boxes to plan out my workouts. I have a task list, and then I have a tracker. And so I did adjust some like things I was tracking in the month of August. Tracking meals was one of them I added. I think I removed something, but I can't. Painting, because I haven't really been I haven't had time to watercolor a lot lately. And then I added like my girls, like they're studying stuff. And then here we go. That is the last week of August. I like the way that this turned out. It was cute. And then as far as like my daily pages go, I had some notes where I made like a call about something, so I'm not going to share that. This is where I was watching Sterling Inc.'s Common Planner video, or videos, and I was taking notes about the A5, because I was kind of like on the fence. Like, do I want an A5 Common Planner, or do I want just like a Hobonichi cousin again? And I think, and you'll see it in like when I flip through my Han, but I think for me, I'm going to go with the cousin, because that's just what I'm comfortable with. But I also think that I'm going to need two books in that year, because this bad boy is chunky. So yeah, I was just taking some notes, and then I made some notes about what I wanted from Hobonichi wish list. Still haven't bought it, but it's cool. And then I don't even want to know what is happening. I haven't added anything to my wish list or my to watch list. I probably should. Hold on just a minute. Sorry, one of my pets was getting into something she didn't have no business getting into. Okay, so I haven't added anything to my wish list. I feel like this is like, I don't know. This doesn't work for me. I'm not adding stuff. It is what it is, right? My to watch list, I haven't changed that in a while. I did add some things I watched. Started watching Modern Family. So I like to watch comedies when I'm at the gym. Like, I watch comedies while I'm like either on the Stairmaster or the treadmill at the gym. It just makes it go by faster. And Modern Family is hilarious, by the way. So I started watching that. I also watched the Lacey Peterson like mini series on Netflix. And my husband and I, we binge watched Midnight Mass on Netflix. I know that's September, but y'all, that show's wild. Like, it was crazy, and I was like, I didn't know where it was going, because like when we first started watching this, I was like, I can't get into this. I ended up getting into it, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. We finished it yesterday, and I was like, wow, that's a weird show, but it was definitely entertaining. It had like some new supernatural stuff in there. It was pretty good. So if you like stuff like that, it's a good time. Like some religious aspects and some supernatural aspects. And I was like, I journaled about it. Like, that's like how I was like, I could see how like something like that could happen, and the way stuff went down and all of that, because yeah. The only thing I watched movie wise was, it's not called What Did Jennifer Do? It's called What Jennifer Did on Netflix. I like true crime documentaries. So yeah. And then the last page is my weight log, and I'm not sharing that because that's my business and my business alone. Swatch page hasn't changed. And I think that's about it. So that is a flip of my Hobonichi weeks. And then I will just kind of give my thoughts and my opinion about like what apparently what happened to a lot of people on Saturday. Well, it was Saturday my time. During like Hobonichi launch, is I was ready. Like, I had my like things I wanted to get like favorited. I had created my account. I had done all the things, right? And so I hopped on and I was ready to go. And then I loaded my cart up, and the server was busy, and I kept refreshing it. And then I did that for like an hour, and then my cart kept getting emptied. It was just weird. So I found myself getting frustrated. But for me, I wasn't in a position where like I had to stay up later than normal, because it was Japan time, like 11 a.m. But like for me, the time zone I'm in, it was 9 p.m. Central Time on a weekend. So I was up. And I found myself getting frustrated, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and, my husband and I were talking, because he was like, I remember when the Xbox S came out, and like, he was like, I had it loaded in my cart, and then it just like, it wouldn't go through. And he was like, because there were like all these bots on, like trying to, buy them up or whatever. And he was like, it sounds like that's kind of what's happening here. And I was like, yeah, it was kind of frustrating. And so I just said, F it, and walked away, and like just spent the rest of my evening like do whatever, and then went to sleep. And then what was it? It was, when I woke up Sunday, like my bank was doing some update, and they did something to my card. It was a mess. It was just like, so like my form of payment, my card got put on hold, and I was like, you know what? It's just not meant to be. It's not going to happen. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I was like, Tiffany, is it really that serious? Like, if you look back in a month, like, are you really going to be this upset? And I was like, no. Like, I've never seen where Hobonichi just ran out. Like, they didn't have any Hobonichi planners. It may not be the exact cover I want or the exact thing that I want, but they've never just, like, fully run out. And I just told myself, I was like, I got to get out of this scarcity mindset and this, like, FOMO mindset and all that stuff, and just, take the week to like really, really think about it and decide, am I really ready to commit to my planners for 2025 when we're not even 3/4 of the way through 2024. I know it's planner launch season, and that's like a question a lot of people ask themselves, but it's like, I don't need anything fancy to plan. I mean, I like Hobonichis, which is, it's my personal preference. But like, it'll be okay. So that was just kind of like my mentality going into it, was like, get out of the scarcity mindset. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'm giving myself the week to decide what I really want to do and determine, is it worth it for me to go ahead and place my order? Because I will say, I will usually place an order for a Weeks and a Cousin, or a Weeks and like some type of like daily planner book from Hobonichi. So for me, like buying that and then paying the shipping, it's still actually cheaper like buying direct from Hobonichi than it is from like resellers or, retail stores in the States or whatever that has them. So I'm still going to order from Hobonichi. But I'm just giving myself a minute, like a break, to really, I intentionally took myself off of Instagram to get myself away from the hype and the consumerism that I felt myself getting sucked into. I'm going on this long tangent, y'all. But I still like fell victim to it when I was like on the Hobonichi website, and I was like watching YouTube videos of what people were going to get for Hobonichi release day and all that stuff. And I was like, take a chill pill, Tiff. Like that's what I had to tell myself. So it'll be fine. Like, there will be a Hobonichi Weeks that I can get for next year if that's the planner I decide I really, really want, which I'm about 99.9% sure. There will be a Hobonichi Cousin that I will get for next year. It may not, I don't know. Like, I feel like the Avex and that's what I want to go with for my memory keeper for next year, is an Avec. It's cool. Everything is fine, right? So, and that's just kind of like my mindset at the moment. And that's just my own personal experience. I know other people had other experiences. I know like time zones suck, and some people were either staying up super late or waking up super early, but in the grand scheme of things, it really didn't affect anything for me, aside from like I sat at my desk for an hour, like hitting proceed to check out multiple times. So, but yeah. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Hobonichi. It happens. I'm moving on. I'm not going to dwell on it. There's other, I think for us, like, to be able to, complain doesn't help. Like, that's what I have to remind myself, right? And also, like, what a first world problem to have, that like, that we have the privilege to be able to be upset about not being able to get our planner orders in, when there are, other instances that could be a lot more worrying. So I'm going to choose to just not be in that scarcity mindset or panic or freak out and all that stuff, and just be grateful for my stuff. So yeah, sorry, went off on a little tangent, but that's just my viewpoint. I know people are going to disagree with me, and that's cool. Don't come for me. Again, I'm speaking from my own personal opinion on this topic. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I think I spent more time talking about the Hobonichi launch than I did actually flipping through this planner. If you have any questions, let me know. This is pretty straightforward, simple planner. And my next video will be the flip of my Han. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye, friends.